Okay, let's step through everything you need to know about the foil transfer kit. First of all, I'm going to take you to Design Space to set up your project so that it's ready and optimised to use the foil tool.
Okay, so we're in Design Space, so let's look at how to change your lines to foil. So what you're going to do is, in this instance, I've got a tag that's got a pen section on it and a cut section. So it's going to cut out the tag and draw on it. If I just select the leaves, my pen section, head to Operation, click on the drop down, and you're going to click Foil, and then you can choose here which tip you'd like to use, so fine, medium or bold. And you'll see that changes this here to become medium foil in our layers. So now it knows that we want to foil. So if we click on the colour here, we'll see all of the different colours of foil that are available, so we can click one of those and change it. Therefore, if we wanted to add multiple elements, perhaps in different coloured foils, we could do so just by changing the colour. And now when we head to make it, and we can see our foiling and our cut on the mat. That is a bit of a mess, please ignore that. And when we connect our device, we'll see that it tells us to load the foil tool, and it will show us which sheets here of foil to load first. So it's asking us to load the purple one, and then it will ask us to load the gold one. And if you've got multiple thicknesses in your project, it will tell you which one to load first as well. Now I'm of course about to create this project just with one colour of foil, but that's just how you do it if you've got the multiple different colours of foil in your project and you want to do them one at a time. So now I'm going to head back and start creating this project.
Now for this project you're going to need your foil transfer kit. It's up to you which type of tip you want to use. I'm going to use the bold tip for this project. You're going to need your foil sheet. You're going to need your foil sheet. You're going to need your tape. Of course, whatever you're popping the foil onto, I'm using a medium cardstock. And you're going to need your mat as well. And choose the mat for the type of material that you are cutting with. So make sure it's nice and sticky and it's going to hold that material in place. First thing I'm going to do is load my foil transfer tool into the machine. So I'm going to take the blade out of the blade port. This is exactly the same on the Explore or the Maker. Then I'm going to pop in the foil transfer tool and close the clamp. That's ready to go. Now let us set up our mat. So we're going to pop our material down onto our mat. Make sure it's well stuck down. We're going to tape our foil down onto the mat. Just make sure it's in the same place as your design. And the trick here is to keep the foil as tight and as flat to the cardstock as you can. So don't be tempted to only use 2 bits of tape because it's not going to work out well for you. So I like to tape down the top first, like so. And then the bottom. If you hold the tape near the foil, it kind of grabs onto it, and then you can kind of pull it as taut as you can and stick it down. And again, the same on the sides. Make sure you're pulling it really tight. There we go. Get it as flat as you can. So I've taped it down on all 4 sides, nice and tight. and flat to my piece. Now it's really important, I know I've covered the whole of my mat with my piece of cardstock, but don't let your foil get stuck to your mat. Believe me, I've done this quite a few times by accident, and you can't actually clean that foil off of the mat easily. It is not nice. So just make sure you either trim down your foil so that it's only on your actual piece of card, so that it doesn't get stuck to the mat, or use the smaller piece for your design, whichever you're doing. I'm obviously using the 4x6 piece for this project because it works out perfectly with the size that I'm going for. Okay, now I'm going to load this into the machine. There we go. And press go. And you'll see your foil transfer tools start to work. And what it's doing, because this is pressure activated foil, is it's pushing down into that material to make the foil transfer onto the sheet. I don't know if when you were a child you ever had those kind of scratch and rub kind of transfers. It's very similar in the way this works. So as it's pushed down, it comes away from its backing and the foil is transferred into the material. Now, of course, you could reuse a sheet, but where the machine has pushed those pieces down, there is no more foil. So you'd have to make sure that your design was lined up onto a piece of foil that had a full sheet of foil to work with, or a piece where it hadn't already been removed, basically. Now, if you're having any trouble, there's two things to check. Number one, change your material setting to a thicker material so that it pushes down further onto the material. Or make sure that your foil is nice and taut, and also that your mat is completely clean, because if you've got a tiny little piece of something on your mat and the foil tool's running over it and doing a little bump, it's not going to give a nice flat clear line. Now, of course, if you want to use different colours of foil, you can change that in Design Space, or different tips in the same project. Just tell it on the machine in Design Space, and then the machine will tell you to stop and remove your foil to change it, or tell you to remove the tip and change it, and it'll give you plenty of time to do that. One really important thing to do as well before you use the foil is to make sure that your star wheels are moved away from your foil, because they can add pressure and actually transfer the foil themselves, and then you get a kind of funny looking dotted line across your project, which you don't want. So just move them across. The first time you move them, it's going to feel like they were never meant to move and they're never going to move. But believe me, they are meant to. You just got to really go for it and they will move across, so just bear that in mind. Okay, my foil has finished foiling, so now the machine will tell me to change the blade. Now, most important thing to do here is do not unload the mat. If you unload the mat, that cancels the project. But what you'll notice is the mat has actually ejected further than usual to allow you to remove that foil from the mat. So the best way to do this is to roll it back like transfer tape. So you're just going to really carefully roll that back on itself, and because that way you won't rip your paper. There we go. And now I can change back in the fine point blade and click the flashing button. So again, do not eject the mat here, because that will cancel your project and you'll have to start again. Just click the flashing Cricut logo, and now that will carry on your project. Of course, if you wanted to change colour of foil, that would happen there, or change tip, you could do that there too. The machine will always tell you on the device exactly what it wants you to do next. So now we've finished cutting, we can remove that from the mat, hopefully, I'm not sure how well you can see. Oh, there we go. And you can see that lovely foiled, beautiful effect. And you can also see here where the foil is gone from my sheet. So if I was to use this again, those pieces don't have any foil on them anymore. Let's remove this from the mat. Oh. So there we go. I've got a really cute tag. And if I turn that the right way, you'll be able to see that lovely foiled effect there. Really delicate, really beautiful, and perfect just for adding those lovely kind of luxurious touches to your project. And that, my friends, is the foil tool kit.